Hey guys, it's Sunday the 8th of October and I just got back from Partizan.
Gruffy Crow.
So Partizan's not far away from me, 40-minute drive if that, and it is quite a big show for those of you who've not been. Same venue as Hammerhead here near Nottingham in Newark, and this is the second Partizan of the year. They have one in May as well. Oh, here we go. So the next one is going to be the 19th of May. It's mostly a historical show, but there were a couple of fantasy and other sort of bits and pieces stalls dotted around. As you can see, it's quite a large show. And I didn't do my normal video of filming everything, but instead I thought I'd just show you guys what I picked up while I was there. More of a haul video. So first up, this is a present for a friend of mine. And I just needed a Henry VI, so I had to get his cohorts as well. But the rest of the guys in here could probably find homes in various other projects. They're more or less generic enough that they don't have to be the various lords, Lancastrian lords. North Star were there, so I took this opportunity to get a postage-free copy of A War Transformed. I can't see, honestly, I'm buying this rule set thinking I'll probably not really play it, but I just really wanted to look at the rules. It just sounded like a really interesting setting for a game. For those who aren't aware, it's kind of like Conflict 47 but for World War One, set in the Doggerland front, which is sunken bits of land between England and France. So as the Great War raged, the moon fell from its orbit, seas shifted, uncovering new lands. So it's sort of folklore and magic mixed with World War One. Let me know if you want to see anything else about this, or if you want to see me put an army together, because it is very intriguing, and it is a sturdy old book. It's probably one of the thicker Osprey books that I've owned. Next up, we got these guys. So these were going to be the base for my Oathmark army a while back, but they were unfortunately out of stock at the time. And then I replaced all of the sort of low-grade troops in that army with halflings anyway once that list was released. But these were £22 if I remember correctly. I think I bought them from the Perry stand. And for 40 multi-part miniatures, that is an amazing deal. I think that includes the dogs, possibly. Let's have a look. 5 sprues, 6 human bodies on there, and 2 dogs. So yeah, that 40 includes the dogs. But yeah, I'm thinking of turning these into a Saga warband. And what I quite like is looking at the images on the box here. You can kind of make quite a sort of well turned out guy with nice weapons and clothes. Or you can make quite a sort of barbarian, you know, not wearing the same sort of clothes and equipment, out of the same sprue. We've got some good options as far as shields. So we've got slings and swords, javelins. Yeah, good combo. And there's even this separate cloak bit that when I was looking at buying these the first time round intrigued me. So you can sort of use that to get a few more poses and options, I think. And here yeah, we've got tunics with nice buckles going through to guys in fairly ragged trousers. So yeah, quite a cool set. Next up, we've got some more random bits and pieces. If you watch my channel a lot, you'll know that I've been trying to replace a lot of my P3 paints. So there was a stand selling coat of arms paints, and I thought this one maybe was a good match for the beaten purple, and it's not far off. Possibly just needs a bit of a shake. And some of their colours, like this Midland Flesh, I kind of rely on. So I'm slowly trying to find replacements. Hopefully some of these will do. But they are tending towards the slightly lighter. Maybe I need to go and take these to one of these shows and sort of hold them up next to the other ones. We got a Greatcoat Grey as well. And I've got this Hairy Brown, which is just the latest in a long line of attempts to replace this Idran Flesh. Yeah, it's quite actually further off. I saw it and I thought maybe that'd be it, but no, not quite. Still not found a good replacement for this. But yeah, they're some of my favourite paints just because of the way they work. There was a random store just selling just trays of metal minis, and I picked up a couple of bits. These were £2 each. We have what appears to be a Cav Adams Goblin in a sort of heavy chainmail with a bow. I've got no need or purpose for this. It might just be a fun little thing to paint, but not as fun as this guy. So if anyone can identify this guy, tell me which company he's from, I would be quite impressed, because I've got no idea. Crazy little fella, little dwarf, sort of jester. Once again, just bought him kind of for the hell of it. No good purpose for him. And then last but not least, we have Great Escape Games. They got me. So they had an amazing deal on where you bought the rulebook, which is only a slim little thing, but it comes with the cards and tokens that you need to play the game. And if you bought the rulebook, you could get a metal box set, essentially for only another £8. So that was quite a good saving. I think that was probably about like a £12 saving. So that was pretty good. But I didn't want one of the £20 box sets. I actually preferred this box set, which is £30. So the guy sort of was really kind guy. He said they're replacing the rules soon, and he wanted to make them good deals. So he sorted me out with a pretty good deal. But I ended up walking away with the rule book, this sort of voodoo warband, and obviously to use the voodoo warband, I needed the cursed supplement. I absolutely love that art. That really appeals to me. And then I grabbed the legend supplement as well. So I've got a bit of everything. And all of these, as you can see, come with the required little cards, which I have had a couple of demo games of this. So they work like a pack of cards, and they sort of determine special actions and things. But here I think I've got everything that I need to sort of start playing and get going. So once again, guys, let me know if Dead Man's Hand content is something you'd want to see. They're trying to encourage people to play it at my local gaming club, at the Lead Belt Games Arena, which is the reason why I picked this stuff up. So let me know if you've played it, or you've been thinking of playing it, and if you want to see some more content on that, because it's completely new to me. I've never really done anything cowboy-y. I've got rules for Dracula's America and stuff like that, but I've never really done anything in this kind of gaming. I'm not sure how you get into this. I think I'm just going to have to be quite rough with it. So we've got a cool little rules card here for the Baron, and another little card that kind of goes in the tarot deck type thing, I guess. And we've got some bases, the sort of standard Renderer North Star type ones that they have for most of their models. And then we have some proper metal minis. So the first thing that strikes me about these is it's quite a sort of small but kind of sort of classic sort of scale. And I've got some zombies here from Imitation of Life. And actually, no, they does seem to be about the right normal scale. I don't have much to hand right now. Got some Frostgrave minis here. So, okay, they looked small to me to start with, but compared to these Frostgrave witches, they're probably a little bit more on a larger scale. Obviously, very different heads, but then the Frostgrave stuff goes quite wildly different as well sometimes. So what do we have here? So we've got the Baron, some sort of Banshee type model. They've painted it quite ghostly on the back. And then I think these are all more or less just zombies. This has got his arm off.
Oh, he's got arm off! Get him!
I don't know if this is meant to be a child, but he's holding like a full-size gun. She almost looks a bit too lively to be in this warband. Oh, this guy has what appears to be an arrow straight through his skull. These are growing on me. I wasn't entirely convinced initially by these sculpts, but some of these, this guy, for instance, is actually a really nice sculpt. So it'll be very interesting to see what these guys look with a sort of half-decent paint job. So they do look pretty cool in the box. That's going to be challenging, trying to do like a skull face. This guy's cool. He's got kind of like Ned Kelly armor with knives sort of taped onto his wrists. But yeah, I'm actually looking forward to painting these, you know. It should be pretty fun. I think if I expand this, I'll probably maybe use some of the North Star minis from their Dracula's America stuff. But these are actually pretty cool. And I think we've got, uniform-wise, I think we've got both sides of the Civil War here as well. So yeah, sorry, I'm getting carried away with these guys. So yeah, let me know if this is something you'd be interested in. Or just let me know if you do currently play it and you think it's worthwhile. But that was it. Apart from a few extra leaflets and stuff. I said Fenris Games were there. They were amazing. And there was some stuff advertising this Kickstarter from Bad Squiddo Games, which I was quite interested in. As ever, it was completely worth just the drive up the road to go out. And I don't normally buy this amount of stuff really from shows. I've been fairly well behaved as far as hobby spending's gone recently. But I had a terrific day out. I'm not sure my wallet agrees. And I can highly recommend going to Partizan if you get opportunity or if it's in the area.